Right. Uh-huh. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Well, I hope. I hope everyone's well, anyways. At least on their way to well. That would be fantastic. It's a sad day. In the name of the world, Queen passed away a few minutes ago, unfortunately. 1926 to 2022. It's one hell of a run. She became queen in 1953. Sad day. That's right. God save the queen. So today's the day, and I'm holding myself to my word here that this is the last day that I am a royalist. Today. After this, I'm not too big a fan of who's in line for the throne. So I don't know. I'm not too interested in Charles. I don't think I could be a royalist for a while. So, but I figured it's fitting, since the Queen died today, to have a little bit of a toast to say her off. But you are correct, Tom. God save the king. Long may he reign. Figured we'd have a little something to drink that has her name on it. Send her off proper. So, bottled by the appointment of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So, I wish she was immortal. I wish. She was probably one of the last world leaders that wasn't shady. So, unfortunately, and I mean, not that she never did anything that wasn't shady, but in the grand scheme of things, pretty compared to a lot of other world leaders. So, there's a light definitely went out in the world today, unfortunately. But God save the Queen. May she rest in peace. She did. She had a very. It was a long time coming. Her health was pretty poor for the last couple of years, so it was a long time coming. A very long time coming. Not much. Not much you could really do. Time marches on, unfortunately. Time marches on. But best of luck to Charles and holding together what's left of this family. So, my condolences to all of them. But now that we got that out of the way, gosh, I love that. I loved her to death. I love the Queen so much. So, for technically being a colonial, I love the Queen a lot. So, I even put my hat on for this occasion. And it's heavy. It's very hot. Oh well, though. Oh well. But how's everybody else doing today? I know for some of you today's almost over. So, pretty close to it anyways. That's fair. She had a good run. I had a nice walk today too, Tom, and it despite the fact that it was exhausting because I'm still pretty weak, I'm still building my strength back. It was it was worth it. It was very enjoyable. I went right at the break of daylight, and I only went a couple blocks, but it was a very nice, pleasant walk, and I'm glad I did it. So, yeah, if she would have made it a few more years, she would have been the longest reigning monarch in world history. The queen was like I said, Thomas, she was probably one of the last not shady world leaders out there. So, unfortunately, so I'm not the biggest fan of Charles, but he's going to be king. Second, he's coronated, which I'm sure they are eagerly planning. I'm sure it'll take place relatively soon, and the country will move on with their grief and into the next era. So, now tons of militaries all over the world and everything are going to have to change all their insignia. A lot of money is going to have to be changed. No, he's going to accept it. He's been practicing his whole life for this. So, Charles is going to take it. I think Charles was a bad option. I thought Edward was going to be the best choice for king, but he's just a teacher and a nobody off in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot that's going to have to change here in the near future. I'm sure my port's not going to say bottled by the appointment of Her Majesty the Queen anymore. I'm sure that's going to have to change. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. I mean, if Charles was smart, he would renounce his claim, but he won't. There's a lot of people that really don't like him, but he's going to be king. He's going to take it. I think the best thing they could do was, if he renounces it, pass it right on to William. I think that's the best hope for the monarchy. So, but Charles will take it. Fortunately, he will be king. But I agree. If I was him, I would pass it right on to William. So just get rid of that burden off my shoulders immediately and retire. If I was him, try to live his life. So bring back the dreadnought. Bring back the dreadnought. It's the way to do it. The super battleships. Gosh, that's some good port. It's a darn shame it has to be on such a sad day. It's an absolutely damn shame. It has to be such a sad day. Unfortunately. That is good port. Taylor's makes very good port. Incredibly good port. Hello, Broadcast Planet. Welcome. You're new to the channel. I haven't seen you. I do have a live stream about the Queen. I'm a huge fan of the Queen, even though I'm technically a colonial. We're even drinking some wine that was bottled by appointment of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So, huge fan of the Queen. Big fan of the Queen. Well, why'd you sub broadcast? Just because of the Queen, or because of anything else? Yes, they are, and I got quite a few of them. I'm a big fan of the Queen. And I don't mean that unironically. Like, she's probably the person I love second the most in the world. So do I take the Queen as an inspiration? She was the ceremonial leader of my country, my home country. She was on my money for the longest time. She I served in her Commonwealth forces. Um, she was a very good lady. Well, the rest of the outfit with the hat, because it's currently 35 fucking degrees outside, Celsius. It's very warm in here, so I'm not gonna put that on. But I have it. You guys have seen it. I love the Queen. The time you wish you got clickbaited. How little do you know? Thank you. Probably not, because she was one of the last like good world leaders, so will probably be around for a while. God Save the Queen will probably be around for a while. It'll probably be the thing that the media runs with for the rest of the month. You're going to see it in magazines. You're going to see it all over the news. You're going to see it literally everywhere, probably for at least the next month. It's going to be everything about the Queen. So, but I'm just going to do it for today. And then I'm renouncing my royalist claims because I don't like Charles at all. So I guess I'll just have to be American then. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but no idea. That's questions for people that are much more important than I am, unfortunately. Thank you, Gordon. I've been growing this stress mustache for Saturday will be 3 weeks. So but God save the Queen. May she rest in peace. And I'm not gonna wish Charles the best anymore. I already did it. Thank you, JJ. I even put it's probably hard to see because I'm wearing a red shirt, but I even have my little Canada pin on there. God save the Queen. May she rest in peace. See, there you go, Tom. Soon you'll have a beautiful mustache, fit for a king of Norway. A lot of people don't realize, but even if you think you can't grow facial hair, you probably can if you just let it go long enough. That's the thing. If you just let it go, it'll fill in. It will eventually. But that is true. With great mustache comes great responsibility. Just remember that, Tom. Gotta have a great mustache, though. It's the thing nowadays. You gotta get a nice thick mustache. Oh, come on, Tom. You don't even want to give it a go? Not even in like November. In November when you do you want to do it just for, no shave November because it's for a cause? Pretty much. Oh, you say that, Tom. You say that, but it might work out for you. You never know. Remember, Mike also couldn't grow a mustache, but he did it for November, and by the end of it, his didn't even look that bad. So, well, the money's going to change. A lot of the military regiments are going. Stamps are going to change. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is going to change. Oh gosh, let's see this. We won't see the Queen's crown for quite a while because the monarchy has a King's crown and a Queen's crown. So for since 1953, we've seen the Queen's crown put on everything, the money, the stamps, a lot of the military badges, a lot of the military ranks and stuff like that. All that stuff is going to have to switch to the King's crown now, which is different from the Queen's crown. So it's a thing though. So it's going to be a big transition. A lot of people don't realize how big of a transition this is going to actually be. So it's going to be rough. Oh, there you go, Tom. Look at that. You're coming along really good for 1 week. Probably not. I think a lot of people seem to think Charles will be a fairly poor leader. He's not well liked by a lot of people. Um, I'm not a fan of Charles, actually. So probably not. The Queen's crown's probably going to be a ways off before we ever see it again. So Tom can do what he wants. Me too. Queen was very important to me. So very, very important to me. That's right. God save the Queen. May she rest in peace. My condolences to her and her family. It's gonna be weird for a while. But a while ago. So probably about a half an hour ago now, she passed away. So it wasn't all that long ago. So we're less than an hour away from when she passed away. So we are less than an hour. Yeah. So she's been gone for less than an hour. She hated a lot of people, but sometimes that's just how the world is, you know. Well, this morning she was a couple hours ago. She was put under medical watch, and her children and grandchildren were summoned, and pretty much then that was this morning. Um, she that's pretty much when I knew. I'm like, well, this is pretty serious. She's probably about to go, and sure enough, a few hours later, she has passed away. But it's been the last year. You could really see her health spiral. So it's true. She chose to die at the place that she liked the most. So rather than at Buckingham Palace, because Buckingham Palace, although it's the place where the monarchy like traditionally lives, it's like the seat of the monarchy. Um, Balmoral's, I think, a much better choice. So, who would I want to be? Edward. Edward would be my first choice as the next heir. Prince Edward. So that's who I would pick. Prince Edward. He's a teacher. Teaches at a college. He's been happily married for most of his life. He hasn't stirred the pot. He hasn't done anything. He doesn't have anybody mad at him. He didn't touch any fucking kids. He didn't do anything weird. He's a very smart, intellectual man. So, George V, I don't know. What's wrong with Charles? Well, he killed Princess Diana. He's kind of shady, and he's not really the smartest or best person out there. So, but God save the Queen. But if I had to choose, it would be Edward. No, the Queen didn't kill Diana. the world liked Diana too much. Pretty much everyone's pretty sure Charles did it, so that way he could, because you can't like get a divorce as a member of the royal family. So in order for him to marry his current wife, he had to kill off Diana. So, and the circumstances are, let's just say, less than convincing that he had nothing to do with it. Most of the royals are pretty normal people outside of the public view. A lot of the royals like garden, play sports, watch TV, stuff like that. So that's not confirmed. And it's really hard to have an affair as a royal because your life is in the limelight so much. Literally everything you do is watched. So I'm sure they'll live out the rest of their days happy and content. So I'm sure her dogs will be taken care of. Her corgis will be taken care of. So oh well. What do you do? Life, unfortunately, Tar marches on. So yeah, her I thought her you're right, Tom. I thought her corgis passed away a couple of years ago in like 2017, and she didn't want to get any more dogs because she was afraid that her dogs would outlive her. So but I'm sure everyone will be okay. Fortunately. Other than the queen, obviously. She's not okay. She's dead. She's very dead. But unfortunately, the world's lost one of the last good people on this planet. It's sad, but what do you do? We just have to all move on with our lives. It's what you would have wanted. You would have wanted the world to keep going. So the state, after all. So I wish I only have one round of 303 British left. So that is actually a World War II Canadian flag. So yes, the Queen passed away. Thank you, Ryan. Condolences are appreciated. There's quite a few of them. There's the Canadian flag, and I have 3 Austrian flags right next to it. So, but unfortunately, oh well. It's gonna be a strange next couple of days. That's for sure. I just really hope the media doesn't fucking get too into it, because you know how desperate the media is for a story nowadays. I don't want to see it or hear it about it. It's gonna be weird. It's going to be weird. That's for sure. Well, everyone's telling me wishing me good condolences on the Queen. So yeah, Mike's been he sent me his condolences, and I appreciate him for that. His wife also messaged me. Jake Brown messaged me. Michael Ackerman, he messaged me. So everyone's wishing me their good condolences. So I knew a lot of people know I like the Queen a lot. I talk about her a lot. So welcome, nerd. Yes, we're just toasting the Queen by drinking some of her wine. So, sending her off. She's been degrading pretty fast, but I mean, to be fair, she's in her 90s. You know, she's in her mid 90s. That's a lot better than a lot of people are expected to live. So, um, and she was pretty healthy up until pretty much the very end. So she had a very good run as far as life goes. If only we all could be so hopeful. Paige was just sending me her condolences. Charles finally gets to be king, even though he should just pass it off right away. I think, what is it? The age is like, for men, isn't it like 81 here in the United States? And women, it's like 82 or 83. I wonder what name he's going to take. Or maybe he'll keep Charles, kind of like Elizabeth did, you know? But we'll find out. We'll find out. King Charles. I said he should name himself after the guy that basically made the monarchy not have any power anymore, just because everyone hates him. I agree, Jake. God save the Queen. May she rest in peace. We're drinking some of the Queen's wine, Jake, to send her off. The last of what I have, actually. So. Bam, 77. It's going down. I always kind of figured it would. Wouldn't surprise me with how fucking unhealthy Americans are. So. She was like I keep saying, she was one of the few not shady, actually good world leaders left. One of the last ones, actually. So. She was legitimately a good person. That's the sad part. She's gone now, and everyone's wishing me their condolences. So every time I look at my phone, it's because I'm thanking people for wishing me my condolences on the Queen. So yeah, if she would have ruled for, I think it was like 3 more years or something like that, she would have been the longest reigning monarch in world history. So, and I was really hoping she was going to make it to that, but sadly, she did not. So, sad. But I kind of, well, Queen was a good woman. She was a great world leader, and she was beloved by many. So I always argue she was the single most powerful person on the planet because she's on like half the world's money. So, and she was a genuinely good person. And unfortunately, she's gone now. So, hats off to her. It's a former Commonwealth citizen. God save the Queen. My condolences go out to her and her family. So, it's a very warm hat. It's a darn shame. Darn shame. But we'll go till I finish this bottle of wine off. Though I wish I could sing better. Or I probably would, but I won't. So this is a day for mourning. So what's left of today, anyways. So but let's see what the rest of the week brings and the rest of the month, and we'll watch Charles' coronation, and hopefully he can turn out okay. I hope so, anyways. Tom will have to grow a mustache in her honor. It's what she would have wanted. It's what she would have wanted for Tom to grow a mustache. Darn. Very fair. I hope they plant a good rose bush or something for her at Buckingham Palace like they did for her husband. So, but I mean, she had a very good run. She was quite up there in years. I mean, she lived through. She worked all through having COVID. You know, really she really went out of her way. She was a good leader. So, and she was a good person. I agree, Marlene. I think he should name himself Richard, you know, after the king that signed the fucking rights of the royal family away. That's what I would think. So. Sad day. I wish I was more entertaining and I was talking more, but it's a very sad day. I liked the Queen quite a lot, so quite a lot. Welcome, Alexi. We're sending the Queen off. God save the Queen. It's a very sad day. Darn it. I was really hoping she was going to make it a couple more years. I really was. Absolute darn shame. It's a very sad day. But at least today's almost over. So, not the time, Skip. Not the time. There's a lot of people all over the world very upset that the Queen's gone. So, unfortunately, it has. This is a very, very bad point for the monarchy because the Queen was kind of the glue holding it together. It's going to be a very, very weird next couple of weeks. Very, very weird next couple of weeks. But what do you do? Well, the only way it could get better is if we bring back the Habsburgs and reform the Austro-Hungarian monarchy. It's the only way we could cheer myself up. Well, he has to be coronated first, and there's a whole ceremony that has to take place before that actually happens. And to be fair, Charles has actually taken over a lot of the state duties in the last year or so from the Queen. He's been doing a lot of the public speaking events and a lot of the like formalities and stuff like that, the wreathlings and things, in anticipation of taking over the throne because the Queen was obviously getting pretty weak and she could no longer do that. So I don't think Charles would get assassinated, but um, I think the best thing for the monarchy would be if Charles would actually renounce the throne and pass it right on to William. So he is officially the king, yes, but he still has yet to be coronated. So yeah, the monarchy still lives, but unfortunately, my love for the monarchy died with the Queen. So because I don't like Charles, so I don't like Charles at all. Well, we're getting up there near an hour, and I only got about one sip of wine left, so God save the Queen. Darn shame. God save the Queen. That's right. Let's bring back the fucking Habsburgs. There's a couple of them left. Well, the Danish crown is originally German, and the British crown is originally German, because back during the Holy Roman Empire days, um, everything was all these like duchies and shit. So they got married off to all these royal families, and in the long run, basically all the crowns of Europe ended up being German. The only one that really wasn't was the French, and nobody wanted to marry off to the French because then the French would claim all their fucking territory. So they married off to all these like German duchies and stuff like that, and then so almost all of the monarchies left in Europe are German. So they're all related. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're pretty much all related. There we go. We're out of port. We're empty. Darn shame. I mean, to be fair, Norway should be probably ruling the UK anyways because they took it over already. So I think fair's fair. I think they have a land claim. I believe they do. How many Higgins boats are left? One. There's actually only one Higgins boat left in the existence of, I believe, the world, and it's in a museum. So, because none of the Higgins boats were actually saved because they were wood, so they just didn't hold up to time. God save the Queen, but I'm not really a fan of Charles. So, Besides, the Vikings got long ships. The Norwegians can just build more long ships. They all know how to do it. It's in their blood. Well, best of luck to you, Norway. You could probably do it pretty easily. It wouldn't take much, especially since there's no guns left in the UK. Hello. We'll go for a couple more minutes till we hit an hour, and then I got to get ready to go to bed. Coming over from Maximus's stream, did he also have a thing about the Queen? Well, good on him. Maximus is a very good man. So I know he was pretty fond of the Queen, just like I am. So, know anything about Guatemala, the country, or the war slash coup? Battle of Sterling Bridge Part Two. You could probably do it, Norway. You guys have guns. The UK doesn't. So I know a little bit about Guatemala. So there's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of Canadians were actually very royalist, and I knew what you meant, Tom. So Battle of Stamford Bridge. But I'm pretty distraught over it too. I cared about the Queen quite a lot, so like a lot. And a lot of people have known that for years. I've been saying it for years. Like when the Queen goes, I'm gonna be sad for quite a while because she was very important to me. So it's very, very important to me. So no, we don't have a royal guard. Canadian soldiers can serve in the royal guard, um, but they don't have a royal guard in their own right because none of the royal family lives in Canada. So, but Canada's always been pretty staunchly loyal to the crown, one of the more loyal dominions of the British Empire. So, um, fuck, it's a darn shame. 'Cause the Queen meant a lot to a lot of people, and now she's gone. And to see what's going to happen to the monarchy is, uh, it's not going to be good either way. It's not going to be good. That's all I got to say about it, unfortunately. So. It's not going to be good at all. But what do you do? Well, Marguerite probably isn't too far behind. She's getting up there in years too. She's getting very up there in years. So, but well, I thank all of you for stopping by. It's about time for me to be heading to bed and all that stuff. So, cleaning up a little bit and putting everything away, winding down for the day. So, to get ready for work tomorrow. So, but I appreciate all of you for stopping by. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to a lot of people all over the world right now. So we'll do one final, God save the Queen, and best of luck to Charles. So take it easy, Jake. Take it easy, Tom. Take it easy, Utis. Take it easy, awesome gaming. Take it easy, everybody. So I appreciate all of you for stopping by. Hopefully we can see all of you here in the future. Bye now.